Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, friends beyond the binary, did I unmute myself in OBS? Are you hearing the words? You're hearing the words. How wonderful. I'm Kristie. This is the stream. It's the art stream. It's the first Monday of the month, which is the first day of the month. I think that means that we missed Friday the 13th, but I've forgotten how that works, like a long time ago. I have other things to be scared of now. Uh, how you doing? Art stream happening now, which I'm really excited by. I'm gonna click some buttons so that the things pop up the way they should pop up. Hi, Mox. That treachery was all that by A1. I very much that comes off of his album called After School Special, which released in 2010. And was just reminded the other day that I had bought a copy of off Bandcamp, which you also could do. Um, if you felt like it, or just go and listen to it because it's a really good album. A1, I think, is a pretty good rapper, and is that particular album. All of the beats are taken from like after school television shows, so it's all that and Golden Girls and Price is Right and Doug Funny and just a bunch of stuff. It's a great fucking album. Uh, but that's enough about the musical partition. The musical partition of what we're doing tonight. Let's get into the damn old. Nope, not quite. Forgot that was my background. There we go. Passepartout. Starving artist. We're gonna do some painting. Like we always do. Nope, hit continue. Shouldn't have hit continue. I'm gonna have to back out and try it again. No, I don't want Act 1. I don't want the thing where I have to like keep track of my economy. I don't want to keep track of economy. I just want to draw cool shit. Thank you. Here, I've created a black screen for you. Oh, I didn't hit quit game. I just hit exit. Let's skip to next to desktop background. That's a little better. And we'll hit this button to make the music go. Then we'll turn Passepartout back on. Wonderful start I'm having today. It's been up and down kind of all day. Endless mode. That's what we wanted. Easy, Jesus. Fuck me. Just get it together. Put your head in the game. Oh, speaking of up and down, I dicked around with the noise gating before we went live, because I listened to the last couple of Hypnospace streams, and I was cutting out, like, starting a sentence, or, like, if I started speaking lowly, and I don't want to do that. If I end up doing that, please let me know. I can dick around with the gating further, and we'll figure something out. In the meantime, this is the art stream, and if you've not seen the art stream before, this is what it is. It's more than this. It's Passepartout right now, and then after that, hi Xenon. And then after Passepartout, I'm gonna paint something in real life. For right now, I'm drawing this pond. Wow, this is what it is? Nice. Yeah, I know, right? Can you believe I do this shit for free every week? Not every week. That actually would be exhausting. Every month. You know, like you do. Let's do this way. So, hi Mox. Hi Xenon. Alice is also in the chat. Hi Alice. She's waving on the other side of the room. You can't see her, so you're gonna have to trust me, but that's what's happening. So, right now we've just kind of landed on Frog. If you have suggestions on things I should be drawing, please do shout them out, because otherwise it's gonna be this. It's gonna be me drawing weird frogs. Not that there's anything wrong with weird frogs. Weird frogs are great. Really, really got himself a nice set of eyes there, like you get. I also love Weird Frog. Weird Frog is pretty good. What are you looking at, Weird Frog? Because I'm tired of you looking at me. Actually, get rid of those so you quit looking at me. There you go. Ah, here we go. Here's what's happening. The impossibly long tongue has gone up. Because we just go with a darker green because it's a shadow. Frog has inadvisably tried to catch a dragon out of the air. That's not gonna go great for Forg. It's not gonna go great for Forg. I tell you what, he's gonna have the ride of his life for like 20 minutes. We actually need to continue up this way, so that's understandable as a shadow. Maybe you have some concerned eyebrows. Little arms. There we go. That's a pretty good fork right there. A nice good fork who's super in over his head. I should draw something that sparkles. I should draw Dr. the Hedgehog DDS. It is true that the last time I drew Sonic the Hedgehog on the stream, it went very poorly. Because that was when the stream kept cutting out, so maybe I'm overdue for a Sonic. And I'm sure that a doctor of dental medicine has a shiny thing in his office. Let's grab that. This is fine. Dave got in over his head. No, capitalize head, god damn you. Silly fingers, they just don't even work properly most of the time. Yeah, exactly, most dentistry tools are shiny, except for, like, the hammer they use to check your reflexes. That's a thing dentists have, right? I'm pretty sure that's a thing dentists have. Those are shiny. I wouldn't say that they sparkle. So we're gonna have to find... Okay, here we go. Got it. No. So... we'll fix it up this way. We need the background first, so... here's a doctor's office. That's what they look like. Just to go down a little more. Oh, right, white on. That actually doesn't work that way. So, heck. Let's get that shitty green that all... like, green or beige. Beige is better. Get that beige that every fucking doctor's office is. Now we'll cut in the... Well, this made the room a little more circular than I want. Yeah, that's fine. I'll just draw up and back down like that, and then we can fix it in post. We'll do it live. Fuck it. I was gonna say language at heck, but then you said shitty and fucking right after. I'm a rebel in this way. I mix up my cusses. I keep him guessing. I wrote a whole robot to do that. That's not true. I didn't write the robot. Al wrote most of the robot. I'm just the putz who goes on the internet every now and again and adds a couple of words to the random word box. How y'all doing? Coming off Xenon's great Watchdog stream, where we got to watch some dogs. We didn't write the robot, but we'll keep it posting as long as we have hosting. Yeah. Oh, right. That was supposed to be... I said it out loud, and then I realized, oh, that's kind of like to the tune of We Didn't Start the Fire. And then I was like, oh, that was the joke. That was the joke, and I just whiffed on it. We didn't write the robot, but we'll keep it posting so long as we have hosting. That's better. We did get to pet some dog also in Watch Dogs. It's good that Watch Dogs has a pet dog button. So, excuse me, I'm just going to move my mic slightly away from my mouth. Because I feel like I'm peeking a little more than I want to. Is that good? That seems good. So... No, this doesn't work, does it? There's not enough room for us to maneuver. Heck. Okay, so we're gonna have to fix that. Start by just getting rid of the back wall entirely. And we make the wall a little bit further away, I think. That's good. And we keep the... Let's make the floor not that color. We'll make it this color. Need to fix the outlines. Whatever. Whatever, it's fine. Because what I realized is that we needed like a whole chair, and as many times as I've seen dentist's office, I've never seen one where the chair's just in the corner. That feels like claustrophobic and maybe like not something you want. So here's our dentist chair. Just keep it to the side and it's pretty fine. The mic's volume is pretty reliable. It's a pretty good mic. Where'd I get it from? Don't worry about the answer to that question. It's completely okay. Hey, the Trials of Mana remake has a Steam page. Nice. I kept meaning to get the Secret of Mana remake, even though people seem to have it down on it. And maybe they have a good reason for that, but I love Secret of Mana unconditionally, so it's something I'm gonna just have eventually. Alright, so you can't be Sonic and not have the shoes like Sonic have. Here we go. Like that. Yeah, mostly like that. It looks a little more Grinch-like. I should round it. Instead of making it some shape that isn't found in nature. Squashed road beef. I think. Washed road to be. Sure. What do the tops of Sonic shoes look like? I'm waiting until it goes to 15 or less. I want a Legend of Mana remake, though. Legend of Mana was also very good. I didn't enjoy it at the time. Because I was young and just kind of didn't like stuff that wasn't stuff I was intimately familiar with. Like, especially, like I said, going from being very into Secret of Mana to something that was very, very different from Secret of Mana. It's like, I didn't want to play, like, Farmville didn't exist at the time, but I was like, I don't want to play Farmville. I wanted more Mana. Now I think I'd have a much better time with it. You're supposed to be a doctor. I haven't really done that at all. I'm busy trying to get Sonic, like, looking okay. Oh, there's lights outside. That's fun. We're just gonna deal with that, I guess. Legend of Mana is considerably more complicated in literally every aspect. Yeah, and I was, how old would I have been? Like 14 or so? Not old enough to enjoy that. That's looking a little... Making the background that same color was a mistake, so... Let's go with... let's just go with the darker blue that Sonic is. Nope, never mind, not that. The shit-ass brown? That's not a good color. Let us just do the green that I started doing and then backed up on like an asshole. In any case, there's not too many T-rated games where a Centaur shouts about having an erection as he's being turned to stone by an annoyed Gorgon. That's correct. Probably for a reason. Legend of Mana was a weird bird. With weird feathers. Awkward limbs. It was an odd duck. It was a weird bird, odd duck, and completely irrational goose. I'm just gonna get in like that. Leave that other space blue so Sonic can have a bit more of a neck. Your shit's barely connected to your other shit guy, and I'm sorry. That's on me. You're looking down. That's alright, is it? Are Sonic pupils white? I don't think they are, but that doesn't look correct. The way that I've done that. Excuse me, we're just gonna have a real quick fact-finding session while I figure out what the hell Sonic the Hedgehog looks like. No, not that one. Why would you give me this one? No one likes this one. Why is it that all of the top results? Sonic has been making real art and fan art for years. You went with this thing constantly. Here we go. There's our good rodent son. Look at him. Oh, I fucked up your boots too. Those straps are white, not gold. I guess it doesn't matter because they're mostly going to be covered by the doctor's jacket, but fuck. So yeah, the green and then the pupils are like the same shape and size as the actual eye, so that's fine. Yeah, they are centered to the eye blob. I wanted to have him looking down. Oh, nope. Black, thank you. I wanted to have him looking down because he's going to be holding like a... what do you call him? Those things that doctors hold. Oh, he's not happy about the results. They're not good results. I'll grab this and get like a coat going. A nice doctor's jacket, you know, like you do. It kind of hangs down at the shoulders. There we go, and it's the same thing the other way. There we go. It is still open, and he is still, like, shirtless and naked underneath that, and I think that's important to the character. Hedgehogs can look down. Big Al says so. I think in literally all of the Sonic things that I read, it's important that Sonic's as nude as possible literally all the time. And maybe that says more about the kind of Sonic fiction I read, but I don't know. We can get there. I need to do some highlighting to this, because this just looks so flat. You need an outline. You need an outline very badly. White on beige, as it turns out, not a winner. Where is arms? I hear you cry. Where is the good Sonic's arms? Oh, right, according to literal Sonic canon, only girls wear clothes. Sonic, Knuckles, Tails, they're all fine naked as a Jaybird. Amy Rose has an entire dress. Make a character in Sonic Forces? Well, if it's a girl, then you have to be wearing spandex all the time. You can't just walk around naked. Does Princess Sally wear clothes? It's been a while since I've thought about Princess Sally. Here's your big, long, dumb arms. With your giant Mickey Mouse hands. And I think we'll take a cut here, because that's where your glove ends. And then a cut here, so that we can show that you have skin. Because otherwise it's just gonna all be the same color white back and forth, and I don't want to do it like that. You're right, also Princess Sally is royalty, so if she's gonna be naked, no one's gonna stop her. What's her position like, Princess Sally? Is she more of a figurehead in Mobius, or does she, like, actually do stuff? Or actually, the animals are like the French Resistance in that canon, huh? So she's like Princess Leia, she's deposed royalty out there just, like, shooting skybirds or whatever. Skybirds. That's what I said. She's a full-on ruler with all of the responsibilities, as well as a military general. Oh, well. Good for her. More strong women in media. We had to go all the way to the Sonic comics to get some, but hey. Sonic Archie comics? Is that what she's from? I think she was in the, like, Saturday Morning Jaleel White cartoon, too, but she's originally from the Archie comics? Both. Okay. First of the month art stream. Come for the weird art. Stay for the deep dive into Sonic lore. There we go. Oh, dang it. I hit a button to try and bring up a thing, but it didn't bring up the thing I wanted, and now everything's less than hunky-dory. There we go. That'll give me the chance to fix the back end of this, too. Yeah, there it is. There we go. That gives a little more shape. Got quills. Got quills like you get. You know, when you're a hedgehog. You got quills all the time. You know, you might not think about this about Sonic the Hedgehog, but his penmanship is immaculate. we were gonna end up here eventually. What, in the bottom of the Sonic lore hole? This isn't the bottom of the Sonic lore hole, I'm sure, by any means, but we're diving down the well. Who are you, like, doctoring? Because I did this with the... I'm sorry, I just bumped the mic. My apologies. With the intention that whoever's sitting in that chair should be very sparkly. I'm trying to think of a character that's very sparkly. We're not at the bottom until we hit Bayonetta. Bayonetta's not, like, sparkly enough. Rainbow Brite's good. Yeah, we could do a Rainbow Brite. I really don't remember what Rainbow Brite looks like, so let's do that. Here's this. Enjoy movie Sonic for another couple seconds while I type in the words Rainbow Brite. This is probably going to get me, like, sued by American Greetings or whatever, huh? You got big hair, got a bow, you have, like, purple pauldrons like Emma has that come off the top of your dress, with white fringe on it. It's the rainbow pattern up your arms and like donuts. You have suspenders for no good reason, I guess, to help hold up your gorge. Then like some thigh and then boots, but we're not really gonna see them. We'll probably see the boots sticking out of the thing. Are they roller skates? No, right? They're just shoes like we're seeing here. Someone just drew them fancifully with roller skates. Fantastic. I'm trying to update a website and I hate how bullshit CSS is. It's doing something different for no reason. Two sections are exactly the same, but one is different. What the fuck? Just replace the whole website with a picture of Movie Sonic. Yeah. Movie Sonic fixes everything. Gosh dang it, that's supposed to be the fucking outline color. Thank you. I am working. There we go. Nice outline black. Then Rainbow Brite's in here, so let's build Rainbow from the ground up. Her head's like the same size as her body. Like her face isn't, but if you take in the head to account for the rest of the hair. So you have a relatively small head. Then like, what are we gonna be seeing from the side? Mostly the like purple pauldrons that are extending over the seat a little bit. And then the Roy G. Biv donuts. Oh no, this is the other way around, isn't it? It needs to start big and then get small. So... I think I'm gonna buy one more game for Katie, because I know she's been wanting to give Sonic Lost World a try since basically forever. Very kind of you. I know that she would enjoy that, because she fucking loves Sonic. I think that's still... excuse me, I'm about to cough. Sorry. That stream she did of Sonic Forces for her birthday last year was fantastic and absolutely one of her best streams. Oh no, I never finished Shadow the Hedgehog. I gotta find out what happens in the end. I presume that Shadow learns his lesson and goes home and becomes a family man. He and Sonic, like, go and have... have, like, ludicrous... amounts of fan fiction written about them. Just very large hair. It's like a beehive, sort of. Is it like a beehive? I'm second guessing myself. No, it's real fucking big. Like, look at that hair. It's like 4 or 5 times the size of her face. Her head stops, like, here. The rest of it is all just piled up hair. Alright. So, how about this? We finish the circle of the face, and that's going to give us our baseline for what her head shape is, I guess. And then from there we can just do fucking loop swoops or whatever in here. Oh, she's got a bow. Don't forget that she has a bow, so let's put that in. Nothing happens at the end of Shadow the Hedgehog Xenon. You knew that already. War. War never changes. I'm just gonna... No, that's pretty bad. The thing about the Passepartout system is that the reticle doesn't really get small enough to do very fine work. So we're not really going to be seeing her legs because they're like inside the chair. We are going to see just the end of her ridiculous boots, which are also rainbow colored. Sonic kind of looks Cuphead style, and I like it. I don't mind it. Pretty good style. "1936 Sonic." That's the Sonic that runs into Stinko Man in an alleyway and asks him for a challenge. Sonic and Stinko Man would get along really well. Yeah. They would have a great time with each other, and then literally everyone around them would be like, "Aw, man, this isn't what we wanted." We were hoping maybe they'd calm each other down, but instead of that, it's all just dank now. They're just trying to race each other around the literal world. Like in that one episode of Superman, the animated series. You're too slow! Is that a challenge? Let's get some. Ah, dang, that looks like shit, huh? Oh well. It's not high art that I do. You came into the stream expecting me to do high art. That wasn't ever gonna be it. I suggest you watch some old streams. They're on YouTube. They're all like this. They're all just me ranting about whatever while I draw really bad renditions of beloved characters. I did Night in the Woods once. Went back and looked at that piece of art recently, and holy god, it's bad. Perspective is the thing. I don't have it. It's not good. At least I'm honest about my lack of perspective, and I try to do better. My favorite part of the Sonic 06 real-time fan dub is that there's absolutely no difference between that Sonic and canon Sonic. Fantastic. Oh right, I was gonna show you some late night dub fight and didn't. I'm gonna put that together after we're done here. So here's Sonic in the Gallows and Anderson gimmick. Got himself a diploma on the wall. So that everyone knows he went to night school. Twice as fast as anyone else. And got himself a tooth doctor degree. Got some Widgelies on it. In the middle it does say DDS for Dance Dance Sonic, which is a game I'm amazed doesn't exist. And I guess he's telling Rainbow Brite that she has horrible cavities from a lifetime of being just too sweet. That's probably good. Yeah, we should probably outline Rainbow Brite, but I don't feel cool about it. It's just such a weird design in the first place. It's like it's trying to like bite on Cabbage Patch Kids a little bit with the it was super deformed before Americans knew what the fuck chibi meant. Giant pauldrons. There we go. Art is like a dance of a million little sucky steps that eventually turn into professional choreography, right? I didn't expect this to look even as good as it looked when I started, but here we are. So, here we go. Sonic's holding a... Only the one gray, huh? Yeah, just the one. Does look good as a gray. It would if it wasn't the exact same color as the floor. Go like this so you can tell it's different. There we go. He's gonna have to cut her whole mouth out. You know, it's... You leave your teeth for too long, you just gotta get rid of them. You gotta get rid of the things. We're gonna get rid of that. That's not a good image. That's not a good thing I've done. You're correct. You're all sitting there horrified. And you're correct that what I've done is bad. No, here's how we do it. Instead of that, Sonic in his open hand, just his open ass hand, he's not gripping it at all, has a blow pop. It's Cherry, for Rainbow Brite because she's been such a good patient. Sitting there while, Dr. Sonic checks her out, which was perfectly fine. No cavities, she'll get the braces off in 3 months, and in the meantime, she can have this sucker. Except I think you're not supposed to have those while you have braces, but whatever. Dr. Sonic's a rebel. Rainbow was very, capital V, very good at Dr. Sonic's. Okay, I don't have even one more space for letters, so I'm glad that fit. A lot of green I'm going with today. That's So that's done. We've done that. In case you were sitting there wondering if we weren't going to draw Rainbow Brite going to Dr. Sonic's office, we did get there. So, don't you worry about that. If you, Alice is asking if people have requests in the chat, and if you, I don't care how long you've been here, if you have something you think would be fun to draw, just, like, shout it out, and I'll give it a go. Because otherwise, I'm gonna draw this Red Ranger. Can I draw a Reet? A Whole Reet. I suspect I can draw a Whole Reet. I'm gonna get rid of Red Ranger here. We're gonna go with that instead. Oh no, that's not... Do I hit the garbage button? Hit the garbage button. There we go. Horse Marriage Wave Disaster. I'll get to that. I want to draw Reet first. But don't think we're not gonna do Horse Marriage Wave Disaster. Oh, hi Rainbow. Thanks. Anytime I click on something that isn't past part 2, it decides it wants to get sulky and close. In true art game style, it's very much a prima donna and wants all the attention. But no, I have to do stuff. Actually, I need that page up, don't I? Because now I need to see how Fennec looks. I've been drawing, like, Pam, Big Fennec Pam, for, like, a while. But I've gotten, I've forgotten how to not draw Fennecs with lumberjack shirts on, so here's this. I don't know, it's just like a loaf with ears the size of it. Which is cute. It's absolutely adorable as a creature, but it's like reverse Rizvi, yeah. Rizvi's big and has tiny ears that barely stick out the side of his head. Alright, so here's how we're gonna do this. I don't want to use black. How do I... There we go, just pink. That'll be good. Huge field of pink. And then, right in the middle of the big field, some distance away. There's a Fennec. Man, white on beige just does not work, huh? It's like black eyes and a nose. Paws like... Then... There we go. Perfect. It's certainly exactly what I wanted. I am going to go in here and hit a pink dot there and there so they look more like E's. Baba got its first patch finally. Baba is Quilt. And of course that's just called Reet. All lowercase. Why wouldn't it be? Let's get to, what was the other one? Horse Marriage... Horse Marriage Wave Disaster. A lot of people ask what Baba is supposed to be, a sheep or a rabbit, but it's obvious, it's in the title. Baba is you. And the Baba was coming from inside you the whole time. Also, Baba is phone. We finally figured it out. Okay, I'm running through the words horse marriage wave disaster in my head. And clearly we cut it down the middle, right? So this is a horse marriage, which is to say a marriage between horses, undergoing a wave disaster. And I think I know how to get there. So we're gonna start out with some sand here. You can make it a vaporwave? No, because I need straight lines to do vaporwave shit. I need a straight line tool. I don't have that. Let me go like that, I think. Yeah. There are two Babas inside you. One Baba is defeat, the other Baba is win. Who wins? Win, obviously. Win is the one that wins. It's in the fucking title. Pay attention, kid. Jesus Christ. Like you don't know anything. Really hostile there for no reason. Okay. So here's this. Obviously huge. 100% gonna murder you, tragic wave. Got a little... I got a little outy there, but that's fine. Let's just, before we do anything else, draw in the sky color. The background so that it's not just like void. Mostly void, partially wave. God damn, Teach. Get your shit together. I'm amazed Void Wave isn't a genre. Gonna slide that like that. There we go. So there's sky, there's wave. That's obviously the, like, outline of the wave. We want a deeper green for, sort of blue-green for most of it. If I didn't think it would physically kill you, I would point out that the wave could also be filled with hands. That's so small. I'm not saying that that's not a good idea. I'm saying that it's not actually, like, doable. Void Wave. It has to be a thing now. Because internet, and also it's very good. Like I said, I feel pretty certain that that's a thing that just exists already. Waves aren't perfect. Curvatures we're gonna have. split shops like this. There are two hands inside you. And by inside you, I mean attached to each of your arms. I mean, you're not wrong, Walter. So, here's the wave disaster, clearly. No, wait, we need something else, No, I'll save that. I have a punchline. I've thought of a punchline. Don't get me wrong, we'll get to it. There are two hands inside you. Good job. Listen, I've seen some videos, and I'm always amazed at what people can put inside them. I did get to it. So here's the horse marriage. Going on right now, as we speak. Every single day, horses are getting married. Next to you, we've got yet another horse. And they're looking up. And I know what you're gonna say. You're saying, but Kristie, the gal said horses can't look up. And you're right. This one's a camel. But Kristie, the gal said horses can't look up. Thank you for playing along. Oh. And we need one more horse. Over here at the water's edge. Really more of a llama, but I'm fine with that. And they've got a white collar. You can tell they're a priest llama marrying the two horses, or the horse and the camel, rather. Got a lectern in front of them. You know, like you have. Got some sort of book on it. Doesn't really matter what book. Horse Love Llama is my new acoustic indie project that I got a white dude with a shitty goatee to front for. Good job, that'll get you less hate on YouTube. Let me nod to the marriage of two horses amid impediment. Love is not love which alters when wave disaster it finds, or bends to lap salt water and remove. So here's the... There we go. So the reason that their marriage is not quite going how they envisioned it is because they made all of the plans for an ocean marriage, except they forgot, as is tradition, to invite Poseidon, great king of the sea. Who feels unhappy being snubbed. Wow, that's incomprehensible, huh? Yeah, it was a little... got a little away from me. That's the thing. People don't know this. The old ways get lost. If you have a sea marriage, if you have a marriage on the beach, you have to make an extra invitation and just set it in the water a week at least before your date. You have to, he's not going to show up, but you have to invite Poseidon, great king of the sea. If you don't invite Poseidon, you're just inviting a great cataclysmic wave to wreck your whole marriage. I didn't write these rules. Poseidon wrote these rules. He's a very petty god. You know, like all the rest of the gods. Oh, nope, that's wrong. Exactly, they're seahorses. It's tradition. Gotta know your history. There we go. Big beefy sea arm there. That looks pretty good. Use the darker ones for scale texture. I'm not going to lie to you. This is one of my favorite paintings I've done on stream. And let me just get some... outlining here. There we go. I think I wanted to outline Poseidon to give him a little more weight. I think I need to not outline the horses and camel and llama mostly because it sells the fact that these are like mortal beings. They're not as like real as a whole god who's about to kill them with a wave, and B, they're so small, and putting outlines around them would absolutely destroy the form, and I really like what I've done with them. So we're gonna call this one good. Idion, which is how you spell that, is upset at not being invited. No, didn't work. Petty god ruins beautiful union. That's probably good. This is a good... I'm actually very happy with all of the art we've done today. This has been some very good art. Anyone got anything else? It's okay if you don't. I am perfectly capable of just making something wacky occur all on my own. But I like taking suggestions. It gives me a framework to work with. I like the feeling that you're involved. I'm too smitten with the entire Reets to make another request. That's fair. Oh, shoot. Hang on, some weird stuff might happen. I accidentally just unplugged my other monitor, so when I plug it back in, it might do some stuff. You gonna be cool? Okay, you almost got to cool. Yeah, that's just what it is now and what it looks like. Okay. We got back to it. Oh no, it's doing stuff. It's fine. Probably. It's probably fine. In hell was I doing? There it is. Nope. That? This? This? Why are you not? Do it instead. Instead of what you're doing, do the thing I want you to do. Fuck. Okay. Anyway, I guess I'm drawing a street now. So not to spoil the, not to spoil the Hypnospace Outlaw stream too much, but I did figure out how F-list works. Which is to say exactly the way I meant for it to work, like exactly the way it's described. I just happened to choose a couple of ones that didn't work. And resultantly, I saw this page that's like a bunch of cars with faces drawn on. It's a hell of a fucking thing. Remind me next week. We'll show that up. Get a moon in there? It's like Pixar's Cars if Pixar was terrible. A dragonfly, but the other way. Yeah, I think that's doable. Okay. This is gonna be the last one we do. Because we are getting in on time. Huh. That's interesting. Oh, that's a new one. That's never happened to me before. Uh-oh. So, the thing resetting the way it did made the art go wacky. Okay, it's displaying what I believe to be character models expanded out. They're showing up fine on the okay, they're showing up fine everywhere else, and they're changing with the people who are walking by. Oh, wow. Oh, golly. That's real interesting. They're fine. The art is fine. They're showing up in the sidebars here, and when I took a screenshot of the Reet one, it came out good. What happens if I make a new painting and then put it up? Anything good? Here's a bunch of yellow and then some squiggle junction. Ooh, no, it's just changed everything to squiggle junction. That's not good. Okay, we're done doing the art today. Because this is haunted now, and I need to get away from it. It's actually quite upsetting. If you remember the arts we did today, we had Reet and the Great Wave and the frog that licked a dragon. And what was the other one? We did another one. Oh, Sonic and Rainbow Brite. Which one of those do we think we should do in real? Because Alice wants Reet, which makes sense. Color's too crazy for me while looking at Reet. It's literally 2 colors. Most of it is 1 color. I'm sorry, it's 3 colors. There's a lot of love for Reet happening, which makes a lot of sense. Please enjoy more Reet, I suppose. Let's do that. I've already taken the screenshot of it. It means that it's probably the art portion is going to be shorter than usual because it's not a very intricate painting, but that's fine. In the meantime, I'm just gonna take some screenshots of these other ones so that I don't lose them. I have them for later. So I'm gonna go to a break real quick. And when I come back from break, I'll have the easel set up and we'll paint Reet on a real canvas. It's my last canvas. I need to go get more. But we'll get that done on the webcam, and that'll be a great time. We'll chat some more. So don't go anywhere. Hey there, party people. We're getting back with it. Back at it again at Krispy Kreme. We're getting ready to do the real life art draw do, like we real life art draw do. I just need to hit this button. Is that gonna do the thing? Yeah, there it is. Look at all that. Got set up in, I think, record time. We're just gonna make this a thing. What's next? What do I need to do for this? Well, like anything really. So get our palette, we get our brushes, get all the tools in order. So what do we need to make this come alive? We need pink, black, beige-ish, and that's about it really. Not complex palette. I'm just gonna wipe some of the dog hair that accumulates on this off real quick. Just like everything in the house, really, if you leave anything that's dished alone for even a little bit, dog hair just kind of shows up. Toot it again. Oh, thank you. Allow me to retoot that. Or did you retoot me? It's hard to tell. I'm sorry? Fantastic. Oh, I'm very far behind, aren't I? I'll retoot that. Yeah, we're gonna do a whole tweet. Oh, FilthyBot posted again. Oh, that's neat. Anyway, that's not something I should be doing on stream. Fortunately, it's not visible. Okay, so I say this literally every single time we do the thing. So when I'm painting digitally, it's easier to go from the background to the foreground because you can just put stuff over other stuff and it doesn't matter. That's harder to do with paint, so what we're going to do is we're going to start in the foreground and we're going to figure out what our fennec needs to look like here in the center. And then we're gonna just pink out the rest of it while we wait for that to dry, I guess. So what we're gonna need is our pencil brush and get some black on the palette for our outline. Should we just make the color first and then worry about the outline later? We should make the color first and worry about the outline later. Because we're gonna have to... No, we need the outline. We need the outline, otherwise I'm gonna paint all over God and everything. Actually, here's what I need to do, because this is now too small. The Reet, usually I would have, I would just go by looking at this as to what I'm going to be painting, but the detail is too small, so I'm going to take this image and put it on my second monitor, which is on the floor right now, so that can be visible. It's got a big look at my dumb face, huh? It's fine. It's a good face. I've been upset for the last couple days. Where in the hell did I put it? It's just on the desktop. So we hit this button, and that brings up the Reet, or will eventually. There it is. No, I don't want you to do that. I want you to zoom in. But I want you to zoom in. There we go. It's a beautiful image, what I'm seeing. If only you could be here with me. There we go. So, part B of about to sneeze. Ah, that one hurt the back of my throat. So, we get our Brite palette in. It's a very good face. It's a good face. Alice doesn't have a dumb face either. Alice also has a good face. We all have good faces. I've seen most of them. And the ones I haven't, I'm willing to take it on as an article of faith. That you have a good face. Because all faces are good. Come on. Get out of the bottle. Be cool. I'm trying to, like, do a thing on the internet websites. Are you stuck? You don't feel empty. Ooh, that is a solid plug. I has a knife. So let's get the knife and break up this solid. Oh, don't break it up, I'm being told. Okay. Yeah, I was using the other end. Alice has taken my black paint away to fix the plugged bottle. I apologize for this. You know, I went ahead in my hubris and said this was going to be a shorter stream. It's not been that. It's not been that. The drawing process is still managing to find a way to extend itself. Like Goku's stick that Goku has, except I think he doesn't have that in Dragon Ball Z. Did he give it to Gohan, or did it just, like, kind of disappear somewhere? Some loaded words you're saying to that paint bottle. Oh, right. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to make anyone feel uncomfortable. In the meantime, please enjoy me drinking a beer. Thank you, Alice. I fortunately have some water right here. Or very, very slowly. Very, very lightly. There we go. And we're gonna cap it. And we're gonna shake the hell out of it. Art is Kingdom Hearts is light. And also a meandering narrative that may or may not make sense. You mean like Kingdom Hearts or like art? I also believe that of art. Oh, Kingdom Hearts is light. Oh, that makes so much sense. Much better than whatever the fuck a Xehanort is. Ah, there we go. That's exactly what that should look like. Alright, we're finally ready to start. Here 13 minutes later. It's gonna dip in. And our Reet is like dead center of the frame. How do we want to start with this? I think we need to start with the ears, don't we? Because they're the biggest thing. They're the biggest one. No, I was doing a joke. You're silly, and it's fine. Good. I'm glad that it's fine that I'm silly. How small? I want to make this as small as possible, but still let it be able to read. So just. It's gonna be a little bigger than it looks in there, I think. On the digital one, but it's weird how you get used to things. I've always been a bit weird in my relationship to myself. But starting to, I stopped talking entirely while I was focusing on this, I'm sorry. The stream has kind of taught me to look at myself outside myself so that I can try and get a handle on what everyone else is seeing. And having the preview up on the other monitor helps with that, but being able to just move from idea to idea. Is that what disassociation is? I think it might be that. Whoops. It's a little puffier than the Reet we had previously. I'm not going to lie to you. It's going to look smaller once we fill in the whole rest of the thing. But we're going to take that and we're going to swish that up so we can get most of the black off of it. And then we need to figure out what our fox color is. So I brought in the brown and the yellow and the red, which we were gonna use for pink because we don't have pink. We're just gonna throw a bunch of like white into that. Exactly. There's no mistakes, just happy accidents. So I think we need to. I'm gonna have the white also for the lightning. I think maybe if we just start with some brown, throw some white in there, and just get it to a much lighter brown, it'll be fine. But this is gonna be a hard sell because the brown starts quite dark. Let's see if we can't get a shot of that. Come on, be cool. Starts out certainly much darker than I would like. So we need to get that just a smidgen lighter. Looks to be about 50-50. Let's just swirl it up and see what happens. We have some black right next to it if it ends up being too light. Nah, I think it's getting to where we want it. Kinda getting there though, huh? Kinda getting there though. Nice little tan number we put together. The chonky friend. It's a thick Reet. Does that make it more whole? I guess suppose it doesn't. All Reets are created equal, more or less. About it? Yeah. Is that gonna... Before I drop this on there, I need to make really sure it's the color I want. Which I don't think it is. I think I want it to be just a hair's breadth lighter. So, let's get another drip of white in there. There's gonna be a lot of paint wasted. It's fine, we can just get more. But... that's gonna do it. Yeah, that's fine. I don't want to get too in my head over this. That's not what this stream is meant to be about. This stream is meant to be about just doing art because it's fun. It doesn't need to be perfect. It doesn't need to be the best art ever. You don't need to be a Rembrandt or a Renier or a Merlot. You just gotta do the thing. If you keep doing it, maybe you get better at it. Uh-oh. Well, we did drag some of the black along the side of the thing there. Maybe I should have waited for that to dry a little more. Oh, I probably shouldn't blow onto the thing while I'm wearing a microphone, huh? Whoops. My bad. I'm gonna do it at the side of my mouth so it doesn't affect the microphone. So enjoy this face. Is that cool enough? Can we eat it now? A little better. You shouldn't eat the paint. Don't be like me and eat paint. There we go. That's pretty good. ASMR. Autonomous Sensory Meridian Reet. Fuck. That's too good. Quit being good. Get out of my chat. You can't be better than me in my own dang chat. Okay. So while we wait for tan Reet to go off, to get dried out, we are gonna start on the giant swaths of pink we need. Which I guess means cracking open a red one with the boys. There it is. And the white also. And what happened to my big brush? Because I need my big brush for this. There you are. Oh, I got red on me. Whoops, that's fine. I guess if I didn't expect to get paint on me, I shouldn't have been painting, huh? Well, that's certainly pink. You can't say it isn't. Kinda not the color I want. I don't know enough about color theory to figure out what the next part is that gets it to the color I want. I want it to be much lighter, but I don't think just throwing in more white is going to deal with that the way I want it to. You know what? It's fine that it's this color. The fox is a little darker in the center. The pink can be a little darker around the whole assemblage. So this is fine. It's also going to be very easy. Because we're just going to put so much fucking pink on this. It's going to be pink for days. Easiest $5 I ever made. Now what I should do is get a bunch of neighborhood kids around and tell them that everyone's like doing this, right? That's the coolest thing ever, and that I'll let them do it too if they pay me like $5. And just Huckleberry Finn the whole deal. Or Tom Sawyer, not Huckleberry Finn. Huckleberry Finn was an honest kid. Just very downtrodden. Tom Sawyer was the schemer and asshole. White just makes it paler, yeah, but we went with it. Huck was robbed. Listen, when he went against Tom, he knew what was going to happen. In the end, Huck screwed Huck. I'm very happy that I just got to make a Bret Hart joke while covering something in pink. I think that's a double word score. Yeah, that's just most of it, huh? We're like almost done with this, honestly. Just need a little bit more of this work, and then we can get in with the the fourth brush, the fine work brush, to like make it happen around the edges, which I think we'll do now, because that's getting a little too close. Dab on that a little bit. And get in. And we can actually use this to go over this black line that I made for no reason, and we can just kind of art that out. Go. Just get right up on the edge of that. Perfect. The stream is always an arm workout. I always end up doing like a lot. Because holding our hand like this, much less your whole arm, to make it I'm just gonna rest it on top of the monitor so I have some some space. Holding your arm out like this is actually really, really tiresome. Your biceps get very, very bored of being outstretched very quickly. There we go. It's pretty good. Got most of that done. So we're gonna have to wait for a lot of this to dry, actually, while we, because we need to get the face of the Reet in and the ears. So let me just dip a little tab off of this and see how tacky that is. Mostly fine. Let's use the thumb where there's not a million pieces of paint in the first place. That needs a couple more seconds. So anyone working on fun shit out there? Or are you just relaxing, enjoying yourself, watching me struggle a little bit with this? Right, Xenon's making the CSS website do the internet thing. Mox is mostly mesmerized, which is a fun tongue twister you can try at home. Alice is presumably still swearing at Steam for getting her to buy Neverwinter. How's this going? Yeah, that's good. We can get our pencil brush back out and start with that. Is that the pencil brush or is it the other one? Very hard to tell the difference once the brushes get to a certain smallness, which is a word. It's a real word. Craving a Slurpee, but I'm not wanting to walk all the way to make a $1.15 charge on my card. Oh. I'd say I'd drive you up there, but I'm most of the way down a Java Stout. I probably shouldn't be driving. Yeah, that's a bad idea. So we're just gonna get the black back on the pencil brush. And get those big eyes going. Need a little bit more than that. A little nose, like you have. I gave you little, foot pads, so we can do that while I'm down here. I think this is honestly it, huh? There's not a lot left of this. Oh, we can get the, we can use the other smaller brush to put some more. Come here. Come here, dry towel. Get a little bit and fill out the ears with pink. You know, like ears are. And then, is this dry enough to paint on? Yeah, that's dry enough to paint on. I sing the Reet Electric. You missed something important? No, I'm not done. It's gonna, trust me, it's gonna read. Oh, I didn't make the nose pink like I did with the other one. So I also put a black mark down the first time before I put the pink mark down, so at least I'm staying on model for this thing. Boop. That's right, I'll boop a snoot. I'll boop a snoot all day. Try and stop me. And now all we need is the Reet itself. So big R there. I feel like I'm doing calligraphy, which is something I was always very bad at. But we are getting into Brite Town. Population, this one Fennec. By God, that snoot has a family. God is my witness, she is raided in half. Ah, Jim Ross. You're a treasure here in Oklahoma. I feel like you've kind of worn out your welcome in the rest of society. But hey. What are you gonna do? So there we have it. And what we have is a whole Reet as advertised. So it is 10:35. I'm sorry this took less time than, you know, let me get a good shot of the Reet instead of this quarter side angle. Oh no, Chris fell down. Chris, you okay? It's okay, he can take a bump. Best in the biz. Ah, you're fine. You're cool. We're just gonna leave you there for a second. So, that's about it. No, to the side there. Reet. Got a little off model. Which bums me out, honestly. I should have made it a lot more like this is. I might redo this at some point in my life. I might come back to this and do just a whole new one fixed off camera. It is still adorable. I'm not saying it's not, but I feel like I did a much better job capturing the Reet I wanted digitally. But that's how it goes sometimes. I remember I had the same problem with Waluigi when we did Princess Crown Waluigi, where I actually did a really good job portraying Waluigi and his mannerisms in the... Just have another seat back there, Chris. We're wrapping up. Capturing Waluigi and their mannerisms in the digital drawing, and then when I painted it, it actually became a fuck house. Perfect inner imperfection. Yeah, it's still good. I'm not mad at this by any means. But this is the... If I were going to frame one of these, I would frame this one. Fuckhouse is my favorite genre, right? You didn't think Witch House could get any danker, and then it did. Alright. So this is gonna be... We're just gonna end it early. I can sit here and chatter for a while, but I'm very warm. I'm very warm, and I don't want to be this warm. I want to shut off the very hot light that's directly next to my face. So I'm going to hit a couple of buttons real quick. First, we're going to get rid of the music. And then we're going to hit this other button. The other button. Oh, and then we're going to hit this one that brings us to transition, because I forgot to change this off live. Here we are in the outro screen. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the outro screen. It's a good time in here. It's always fresh and fun. I've been Kristie. I'm one of 5 people who stream on this channel, along with my wife Katie and her sisters Alice, who's been in the chat with us, and Annie and Sue. We stream every single day here on this channel, so if you wanted to hit follow, you could get in with all our shenanigans. Let me run our schedule down for you so you know what you're getting into. Tomorrow is Tuesday. Andrea is going to play more Iconoclasts, which is a very good game about a mechanic woman and her pirate wife punching the church in the face. They just killed one of the church, something that they previously thought was impossible to do, so that's good. We're learning how to beat them. If it bleeds, we can kill it. After that is Wednesday. Wednesday will be the next installment of Tale, Terrible Adventures in Impossible Land, the role-playing game that my wife is running, and myself and Xenon and Mox are characters in. It's a fantastic time. Please show up. It's one of the best things we do. I've gotten really into it over the past couple of months that we've been doing it. It's just so hype every time. Thursday will be Alice, and unless something happens, I presume she'll be building more of the knockoff Lego set, the Lepan Technician the garbage truck she's making. She made a whole scissor lift last week to go on the garbage truck, so the garbage truck can do a lift. It's a hell of a build. It's just as impressive as the giant Mack truck was before it. After that is Friday. Katie, to the best of my knowledge, will be doing more KO2, or KO the Kangaroo second round, I guess it's called, because Underhero ended up being bad, and we're not doing that anymore. Also a special surprise that involves slime and furries. Oh, right, I know what that special surprise is. You should show up for that stream. That's Alice's building stream, because she has an extra thing to do, which is very hype. But Friday, Katie is going to be playing KO the Kangaroo, to the best of my knowledge. That might change. We'll let you know if we know. After that will be Saturday morning, because we don't stream Saturday nights. I'll be doing something. Apex Legends, maybe? I've been playing Apex Legends a lot more. But I might not feel up to it. I might just build some stuff in Minecraft. I might just make some weird drawings again. Who knows? The world's my oyster. I do whatever on Saturday. Sunday night will be Sue continuing with Mother 3, which she is hurtling towards the end of. I'm being told there's still a lot to go. It feels like it should be closing up pretty soon, but I guess there's not. It's a fuck of a thing. After that, we'll be looping back around to me next Monday, where I will be continuing with Hypnospace Outlaw. I'm going to show you some crime do's. We're going to do crime. I swear this time. We're going to figure out where the crime is, and then we're going to do all the crime in Hypnospace. We'll be outlaws, but for real. And that's the schedule. You could support us if you felt like it by subscribing or throwing bits at us. It's not necessary, but we appreciate it. If for whatever reason you don't feel like supporting us monetarily on this channel, which we understand, just keep showing up. Tell friends what we're doing. Watch the VODs. They're good VODs. You can catch whatever you miss either here on the YouTube channel. Could you bang YouTube in the chat real quick? And then, thank you. If you like us, tell a friend. If you didn't like us, tell an enemy. If you liked us, we're the Amazing Jonathan. If you didn't, we're Penn and Teller. I love that joke. Amazing Jonathan doesn't actually seem like that great a guy. But then again, neither do Penn and Teller. I went on a weird tangent right there, I'm sorry. You could also follow our stream friends like Xenon Fiber and Andemonium and In the Land of the Rising Sun and Riz Plays Games. They are all also great streamers and worthy of your time and attention. I think that's everything I need to talk to you about. Yes. Oh, we're looking into hosting Hood Slam more often. That's something we're still discussing, and you'll know about it well ahead of time. this time instead of like 2 days before. That's my bad, and I'm sorry. But we will. It's something that I want to do. It's something I think Katie will be interested in. We're having a talk about that. And when we figure it out, we'll let you know. But that's everything from me. Thank you again so much for showing up. Get some good rest, and until I see you next time, stay safe.